What's up? What's up? What's up? What's good? What's good? Hope y'all up in here. What's good? What's the word? What's the word? Let me know y'all up in here. Shout out to Fox 26 already. I already appreciate that Fox 26. Shout out to Fox 26. Shout out to Houston. You already know what it is. I already know what it is. I'm gonna let some of y'all come through here. We got some stuff to talk about. Got some stuff to talk about. So let y'all come through here real quick. I said, make sure y'all hit that like button when y'all come through. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all comment. Let me know y'all up in here. Don't be shy. Don't be shy now. Don't be shy. Make sure y'all come through. Make sure y'all come through. And let me know what's good with it. Let me know how y'all feeling. Wow, I was going live back to back already. What's up? What's up? What's up, D May Houston? What's up, Anthony? What's good? What's good? Make sure you're hitting that like button. Make sure you're hitting that like button when y'all come through. I see more people up in here, but the likes ain't going up. Make sure you hit the like button. We can talk. We gonna talk. We gonna talk. We gonna break it down. Already. So how y'all like the preseason game? First of all, what's up with the whole did this game get flexed? This game with the Rams? Cause I don't remember it being a Saturday. I don't remember it being a Friday game, and now it's at 9 o'clock. So like we gonna play the Rams 9 o'clock on Friday now. So that's that's kind of weird to be watching the Texans starting the game at 9 o'clock at night. That's like late. Like that's kind of late, but it is what it is. And like, hey man, let me know. Cause y'all know I live streamed the last game. Hey, let me know if y'all want me to do that again. Jump in the live again for the game. My boy Spitz back at it again already. What you think about Damien Pierce? Hey man, I think that boy ready. I think he's the best back on the team. I said that like before like training camp. I feel like he was the best back on the team, and that he's going to be coming and taking what the boy name is Mark. I say Marlon Mack probably going to be the starter because he's the veteran. Um, and also Marlon Mack got more skills than than Rex. I'm about to say Rex Grossman than Rex Burkhead. He got more skills than Rex. So um So I automatically was just gonna think that okay, like that Marlon Mack was gonna be the starter, but even though Marlon Mack is the starter, I've been under the impression the whole time that Wichita was gonna be the under the impression that um you're gonna see Damien Pierce by the time the season ends take over the starting job. Damien Pierce is gonna take over, in my opinion. I think Damien Pierce is gonna take over sometime mid-season. But if he keep playing like how he played the other night, Damien Pierce might take over. Damien Pierce might take over and win the starting job before the regular season, which I would love to see it. I would love to see it, and then that will put him on fast track. Not on fast track, but that will put him in the running to get offensive rookie of the year. Because one, I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be. I think this might be the year the offensive rookie year is the most up for grabs personally, because there's really not just offensively. There's really just not just a juggernaut offensively that was in this draft that you just automatically point to. There's not like a superstar quarterback. It's really not a superstar receiver like going into the draft. I mean, like like all the receivers are like splitting hairs. Uh and not like they all just that good that they were splitting hairs. Like it's like they splitting hairs. I guess I felt that which call was the best offensive skill person ball Brees Hall. I felt that Brees Hall was the most offensive skilled person, the best offensive person in the draft from a skill position. That's what I thought going into the draft. He went the second round. Um, So he has a fast track. I think he might I think he might be the favorite to win Rookie of the Year anyway. I think he might be the favorite, especially now that is hurt and is gonna miss some time. They're gonna be leaning on him a lot as well. But I think Damien Pierce definitely has a shot to get it if he becomes a starting back, and like if you read the tea leaves of what people were saying going into the coming out of training camp, uh, coming out of training camp that everybody's talking about how Damien Pierce look like he's the best back on the team and he's impressing everybody. I definitely think that Damien Pierce is going to take over the starting job before the season ends, unless something just the ordinary happens. I think he will take over. I mean, unless with Wise and that boy Lou both say Marlon Mack getting 1,000 yards, like unless Marlon Mack just runs crazy, Damien Pierce, I believe, will take over the starting job before the season ends. But I wouldn't be surprised if he's a starter before the season starts. Hey, Watts, I see you up in here. Hey, let everybody know in the chat I'm live. Like, let everybody know I'm live. Let's see what y'all here talking about. Did the live just start or I'm late? I've been on for about 6-7 minutes now. Low key, I hope we don't see another 3.5 quarters. Man, why you hating on the drip, man? Oh, my boy Drippy Dreezy. Why you hating on Drippy Dreezy? Why he can't get 3 quarters? But nah, he shouldn't have got 3 quarters. He shouldn't have got 3 quarters. Saturday. Like, to be honest, my biggest gripe with the game Saturday, my biggest gripe was the fact that you only had 2 offensive series from your starters. And they acted like the Texans were a team. Like I said, I joked in the stream. Like, did the Texans make the playoffs last year? They act like the Texans were a veteran team. They act like the Texans were a team that made the playoffs the previous year. Like, this team needs work from top to bottom. Like, there's no position on this team that is like, okay, cemented. This is outside of Tunsil and Brandon Cooks. Those 2 guys, we know that Cooks is the best receiver on the team. Larry Tunsil is the best offensive player, best offensive lineman on the team. We know those things automatic. Everybody else, we might have them slated to start, and they might be the best best player for that position, but nothing is set in stone. Like, nothing is set in stone with no other player. So there was no reason outside of Brandon Cooks and Larry Tunsil for somebody to miss a game unless it was an injury or a COVID situation. That's different, obviously. But just be held out, get the game off. Nobody should have did that except for Larry Tunsil and Brandon Cooks, and nobody should have. Everybody should at the very least should have got a quarter. I would have played them for a quarter and a half, maybe a whole half. That's me personally, but again, I see kind of why you wouldn't do that. But that's me personally, especially since Kyle Allen wasn't going to be playing, so you already knew you want to get your backup quarterback in. But they should at the very least play for a quarter. They played 2 unsuccessful series. I can see if both those series they drove down for touchdowns or drove down for field goal drive stalls, but in the second drive, Davis Mills is 5 for 5. Davis Mills was 5 for 5 for like 60 yards or whatever, and got a touchdown. Nico Collins. Okay, cool. I still would have played them for a whole quarter. Me personally, still would have done that. Still would have played them for a whole quarter. But if that was the case, if that would have happened, I would have understood it. It would have made sense to me if that would have happened. Like, okay, they showed some rhythm. They showed that they on pace. Woo, woo, woo. I still believe that all these guys need their work. Like I said this about all the quarterbacks coming in. I think all those guys offensively need their work. I think this team in general needs their work. But if you don't do it because you had 2 successful drives, like you had 2 successful offensive drives, then backdoor on same thing on defense. Like, hey, you had 2 successful 3 down when you getting to the rush and you're doing all this, then cool, understood it. Okay, cool. No, then they'll come about say, or if the rush was just coming, they was just heating, which we all know that they're not doing that in the preseason. They not sending they're not sending the dogs like that in the preseason game. So unless it was something of that nature, something to that extent, I wouldn't have took him out. They should at the very least play a whole quarter. Like I said, if not a quarter and a half up into a half. Um, but that was probably my biggest gripe with the whole preseason game was that the starters on offense and defense only played relatively two series. I know a lot of people were upset about the vanilla play calling. It irritated me some, but I'm not okay. It's the preseason. It's vanilla. Okay, because you seen they opened up things offensively when Driscoll and other guys were in, but they were kind of relatively vanilla. Well, not relatively. They were strictly vanilla when it came to offense and defense. When the starters were in there, and like I said, it irritated me. I get it. You kind of don't want to show your hand. Again, to me, the team operated. They operated that preseason game like you would have operated in 2019, like the 2019 preseason, like with that cast, with that team, with those weapons that you had, like the 2013 preseason, 2012, with Matt Schaub and Andre and Foster and Owen Daniels and Jacoby Jones, Kevin Walton, Kareem Jackson, Jonathan Joseph, Danielle Manning, Mario Williams, J.J. Watt, Brian Cushing, things like that. Like, that's how they operated Dwayne Brown. Like, that's how they operated this preseason game. The very first preseason game. They operated like they were the 2012, 2013, 2011 Texan teams coming off of successful seasons the previous year, playoff appearances, even though they lost them, whatever. And you got a cast full of veterans, all pros and Pro Bowlers on your team, or like in 2019 where you got superstar caliber players made the playoffs, but you lost the playoff game. Team that basically knows their identity, really don't too much need no work. Just go out there, knock a couple of rust, cutting up a couple of cobwebs off of getting actual game time in, and then go sit to the bench. That's kind of how they operated with the game, with them taking them guys out, and with the vanilla play call. I completely disagree with them only playing two series, especially the two series the way they developed. I'm okay. Like I said, I'm okay with the vanilla play call. I didn't like it. I didn't prefer it. It irritated me. But I ain't gonna say I didn't like it. It was kind of irritating, but it wasn't just, oh man, like that messed up. The only thing about the play calling that I will reiterate, I said this, was with that second drive, Pep Helmet did Davis Mills a disservice when it was you get a holding call. You get a holding call on first down. So it's first and 20. You get 3 yards. Then it's second and 17, and you run a delayed draw. Now you gain 5 yards. Yeah, you gain 5 yards, and you take it up to 3 and 13. I disagree. I disagree with that second down play call with the delayed handoff, the delayed not dive. I just said it. The delayed draw. I disagree with that because you put your quarterback in a bad position, because now you put yourself, you're up here, like I said, you're third and 12. Now if you gotta read real quickly, and if the play is not there, check down or throw the ball away, whatever, allow to punt, put yourself in a bad punt position, whatever. And you really didn't give your quarterback a chance to. You really didn't give. You kind of clipped Davis Mills at the knees. You didn't give him a fighting chance to actually get the first down. And like I said in the video with Wink and GJ, that two things that Davis Mills need to clean up is between the 50 and between the 50 and the 20 going into the end zone in opponent territory, and on third downs. But that situation was not a Davis Mills fault, because Davis Mills didn't even get a chance to make his first read, because as soon as he hiked the ball, the rush was coming, so it was an automatic check down. Now the check down screen, the back got 8 yards because it got to 4th and 4. so almost could have broke it, but you just put your quarterback in your offense, your quarterback mostly because that's who we're evaluating here. You put him in a bad position. It was not a good play call. That was just a bad decision by Pep. Pep has to get better at play calling because if you have stuff like that, that's why people was commenting talking about the same old Texans run pass. They're calling him Pep Kelly, Pep O'Brien, things like that. That's why that kind of sticks with that. If you continuously do things like that, that's not a good offense. That's not good. Like and once Driscoll came in, he called a better game in the second half. Especially like I said, when we put in Damien Pierce, he called a better type of game. But when Davis Mills was after the two drives, but Davis Mills after again, it was very vanilla. So I kind of don't really know. Just that second down, I don't care if it's vanilla or not. That second down play call, there's no excuse. There's no excuse. You can't justify that. I'm not going to justify that. Like that. There's no justification that we could have called him off guard. No, you couldn't. No, you couldn't. Like those draws barely work. Like seriously, like it takes legitimate running backs like Foster. You could do a draw with Foster and Foster get a first down, or get a big pop. Adrian Peterson, that work with Adrian Peterson. That work with Marshawn Lynch. That work right now with Jonathan Taylor. That work right now with Derrick Henry. It works with good elite running backs. When you just got an average running back, it ain't gonna work. It's the cream of the crop type of running backs that's gonna work for. Other than that, it does not work. So stop that. NFL, please. Stop that. Stop those draws on 3rd and 15s and think you're going to get a first down. Unless you have unless you got as of right now Jonathan Taylor, Nick Chubb, like I said, Derrick Henry, Christian McCaffrey, Alvin Kamara, and Dalvin Cook. Okay, yeah, those guys they got a little juice to them. They can get stuff in. They either really good running backs or they got some juice to them. Anybody else? It's really not working for it. It's really not. How you feel about the defense? Like I said, like vanilla play call in the beginning, especially with how the Saints drove down the score and Don scored that first touchdown. Petrie had some shaky plays in the beginning, but he started to step up, especially when he hit that got the tackle for loss. I mean that was a good play. Obviously got a couple turnovers and like so that's something that this defense is going to be sticking on. Getting turnovers and also I believe getting to the quarterback. I think that's where they're going to that's where the defense is going to probably make their name for, especially getting turnovers. They have to be a very they got to be a defense that forces a lot of turnovers, opportunistic. They got to do that. They got to be that. They got to get the opportunities in. I don't want him getting hurt though. He started off running in aggressive at the running back position. It's best to gradually slowly off your skills, not saying run like Freeman, but at least catch the NFL off guard. Like I think Damien. I think Damien's going to be okay. And I think he's going to take over the starting job in my personal opinion. How do you feel about the defense of the Texans going into the season? I think the Texans are going to lean on their defense. I think the Texans are going to lean on the defense and lean on whatever type of running game they can get. I think that's what they're going to end up doing. That's how they're going to win games is by leaning on their defense, making plays defensively, and running the football and not turn the ball over themselves. That's how they're going to win games. What's good, Jabari? What's up? Stingley season, Kyle Allen season. Kyle got to get on the field for it to be his season now. like you need Kyle to get on the field to be his season. Do you think the Texans should sign OBJ or T.Y. Hilton in free agency? Davis Mills needs as many weapons. Well, T.Y. is not T.Y. is not going to benefit from Davis Mills, and then or vice versa. Davis Mills is not going to benefit from T.Y. That's not his type of skill set. Just throwing the ball downfield like that. Plus, you already got Brandon Cooks, OBJ. To be honest, OBJ actually would be a good fit. Like from a personnel standpoint. from the type of receiver that he is, from the type of quarterback actually that Davis Mills is, actually it actually is a good fit. It is actually a good fit. Now, do I believe OBJ will come here? No, OBJ ain't coming here. OBJ ain't coming. Even though I know where he's from, New Orleans. If anything, he would go back to the NOB with his boy Jarvis Landry, with his best friend. I could see him going there. Then like also playing with a quarterback like Jameis with an arm. I definitely think he would like to go there, even though they just got Chris Olave and they also got Mike Thomas, so they really don't need him. So they probably wouldn't even go after OBJ. Uh, who else? I think he'll probably go back to the Rams. I could see him. I could see him going back to the Rams. Uh. Maybe a team like Baltimore. I could see him going to Baltimore. I could see him. Will he go back? Will he go back to Cleveland? Even though Deshaun there, would he go to Cleveland? Who knows? I just don't think Houston would be. I think Houston would be like 15th on this list. To be honest with you, and I could be like giving Houston a little bit too much credit. Like I think that the Texans would be like 15th on his list if you list all 32 teams. If he would make a list of all 30, it has to be all 32 teams in order. Which team would you prefer? Completely you. I think the Texans would be like 15th on this list. So and then also I think Carolina would be last because Baker Mayfield's the quarterback, and we already know that is. So we already know what that would be. um, but I do think it would be. It would be a good match, not a good matchup, but it would be a good matching of skills. But I think that Davis Mills actually could use a receiver like OBJ because of how OBJ has a good catch radius and he can catch everything and has a good arm. I mean, good hands and things like that. I think OBJ can make some plays with Davis Mills, and I think Davis Mills can use OBJ to make some plays. I just don't think OBJ will come here. Like, I just don't think OBJ will even come here at all. Can't wait to see Christian Harris and Kenyon Green. Like, hey, I can't wait to see Christian Harris. Like I said, Kenyon Green. I said this numerous times. I don't know how to judge offensive linemen unless they're just really, really bad. And I'm like, okay, man, the offensive line, he keep getting beat. Like I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm gonna be watching Kenyon Green. I hope he go out there and play, but I ain't gonna be like, oh man, yeah, man, he had a pancake. I mean, unless he's just out there just bulldozing people, I really can't know. What's the deal, Ryan? What's good? Yo, I'm here. What's good, Premier? I meant Spitz. Oh, I guess when you said Wise back to back, talking about me. Okay. All right, Pep gonna air it out Friday. You know what, Pep might. Hey, and if he do that, I mean he watched the stream. I hope he do. I hope Pep do air it out Friday. He need to throw it out there. Just let it go. Well, I think by Damien, I think the Damien Pierce is gonna take over. I believe he's eventually going to take. I think he's eventually gonna take over for the starting job. Pep isn't gonna air it out. That's not smart to show too much of the playbook so soon. Man, for one, like who's really like seriously, who's really watched the Texans? Oh, the Texans aired it out in a Friday night preseason game. They about to be throwing the football all over the yard this season. Like I know teams gotta do their scouting, but and like I said, I'm not against them playing vanilla. Thing is, you could air it out and still be vanilla. Like, see, people get that misconstrued. Oh, like because they vanilla and basic has nothing to do with okay, them just run the football. Like okay, they just run, pass on third down, punt like that. That can be vanilla, but that does not mean that's what vanilla. You can just do just regular dropbacks. Like, cause there's so many dropbacks. There's five drops. There's three drops. There's four drops. Like there's so many different type of dropbacks. There's so many different type of pass combinations, route combinations. There's so many other different things that they can do offensively that they can throw the football and air it out and not give up any of the playbook. It could still be a basic offense, a very vanilla offense, and they still throw the football. It doesn't just because they throw the football doesn't make it exotic and they give them their playbook. They can not give up their playbook and throw 70-80% of the time. They threw the ball in the second half very well. I mean, like as far as throwing, they threw the football. When I meant very well, I meant threw it a lot. They threw the football quite a lot with Driscoll. They kind of aired it out with Driscoll, so you can air it out. Yeah, airing out has nothing to do with it being vanilla. Y'all ready to see Stingley Friday? Yeah, I'm ready to see Stingley. That's what we're waiting for. We waiting to see Stingley. I love how Pep. I'm sorry, I said that wrong. I love, I love how Lovey and Petrie are on. Yeah, he's supposed to be. I mean, he got to coach him. Can't wait to see practice. Appears go off on the Colts defense. Yeah, I think he will go off if he's able to get the starting job by the end. I'm not I said I this is why I think Marlon Mack is going to be the starter week 1. I believe Marlon Mack is going to be the starter for the first. I think the bye week is week 6. I think Marlon Mack is going to be the starter at the very least for the first 6 weeks. Now after that, after the bye week, when we come off the bye week, I can see that's when Damien Pierce starts coming in and taking over and gets a start. Or if it's a couple weeks after that, I can see especially Marlon Mack is having a decent season. But on the flip side, will I be surprised if will I be surprised if Damien Pierce is named the starter before then? Will I be surprised? No, I wouldn't be surprised because I believe Damien Pierce is the better back. So it wouldn't surprise me if it happened. I don't think it's going to happen. I think it's going to be Marlon Mack. Do you think we played all the starters against the champs? I mean, I maybe Brand Cooks might go. Maybe I don't know. Cause like this whole preseason thing is different now. Cause now they only got 3 preseason games. Like back in the day, it was your starters play. Like back in the day, it was your starters play uh a drive or two, maybe a quarter in the first preseason game, couple drives, maybe a quarter, just depend on the success and things like that. In the second preseason game, they play either the whole second half or very close to the whole second half. And the third preseason game, that's the game that they always said like was the dress rehearsal of the regular season. That game, they guaranteed to play the whole first half and play some of the third. They'll play a series or two of the third, more likely just a series. But I've seen them come out there and play 2 series in the third quarter before they put the backup in. And the fourth preseason game, the starters don't even play at all. Like the starters don't play. It's kind of like varsity watching JV, like the main guys, like your quarterback, your running back, your main defensive players, your top receivers, things like that. They don't offensive linemen, obviously. They don't play no fourth preseason game. That's how it was back in the day. Now everything is different. You got 3 preseason games, and you got prime time preseason games, and like all these things is going on. But they throwing away right now make things a little bit differently. So it's handled way differently than it was before. So I don't know if the starters will play. I had some major players on that team. These more weapons reps. It's very still struggling. Ball deep. Well, I mean, the deep. Why is the deep ball is not going to be his strong suit? Like and people actually got mad at me when I said that the other day. Like he's not going to throw the ball deep. I know he has good deep numbers. When he has the best, either the best or second best passer rating with passes over 50 yards, or over 20 yards, or whatever the stat is. It's above Patrick Mahomes, and I think it's either the number one or it's just strictly above Patrick Mahomes and like Josh Allen and things like that. Like, and my thing is this: okay, based on how many attempts, like. Of course, he's gonna have a better completion percentage and a better completion percentage if he's only threw 3 passes over 20 yards. While I have 3 passes over 20 yards attempt, and all 3 of them are catches, or 2 of them are catches and 1 is not. And then like Patrick Mahomes has thrown like 50 passes over he's thrown 50 passes over 20 yards and has 20 and 10. No, like 20 completions, 10 completions out of I said it wrong, because what I said 50, so 50 is 25. So that has like I said, has 30 completions or 40 completions to only 10 incompletions, but the percentage is going to be lower because it's a 3-to-1 ratio. It's going to be a different percentage. Like Mahomes' percentage is going to be lower because he has more attempts and more incompletions. So it's kind of like I need to see the rest of it because that could be just false stats. That's stats to give people no just to fit the whatever narrative they're trying to permit at the time. That's really what they'd be like. That's really how that is. It's mostly like okay, they just saying that just to be saying that, but it doesn't really mean anything. What's good, Trill? I see Trill up in here. I see a Trill saying what's good, Trill? Holla at me. Book looks like a dog. Yeah, I think Booker might be nice though. Like from what I seen of his tape, I think it was Alabama. Like no, I think he could be nice. No, he Book one from Bama. That's Chris Henry from Bama. I'm thinking Book was from was it not was it Stanford? Stanford. Yeah. Now from what I seen, I think Book could be nice. And, like he could be he could be another sleeper like how we got Roy Lopez. Like somebody we got late who they actually could put in some work. Also like how we got DJ Reader as well. Hey, just turn we gym with Jalen Camp. Dude, that's so nice. Yeah, actually, Jalen Camp has piqued my interest a couple times when I see like the little highlight packages that the team posts of big plays at practice and things like that. Um, I think he actually could do some damage. Thing is, you gotta have a quarterback to get him the ball. So can David Mill get him the ball, or do they have to go out to somewhere else to find somebody to get him the ball? But I definitely think that he definitely can be an asset. No, he's not coming in here. Why, man? OBJ to the Bills. Y'all can see OBJ to the Bills. Davis Mills is straight hot butter garbage. I want what's HBG. True, I'm not gonna say hot butter garbage. I'm not gonna say hot butter garbage. I have an opinion on them, but actually I don't have an opinion on them actually as of right now. I don't have an opinion on them. I'm wait to the bye week before I can let out my opinion. Before I have one. So I don't have no opinion, but I don't think he hot butter garbage. I'm telling you, I don't believe he's hot butter garbage. I don't believe he's hot butter garbage. What you think about? Oh, I said I think the linebacker core is deep, but I want to see how some of these guys play when they I need to see a little bit more, but I think they got a little talent though. Hot take Stingley will do better than Sauce. That's not out of the ordinary. I mean, a lot of people think that. I don't know. You see, two of these five will drop. That's one pass for. Yeah, one pass was bad though. True, what you talking about? What you talking about? True, what passes drop? Do you think the Texans should draft George Pickens over Michi? Uh, I actually understood why they drafted a player like Michi. Like Michi, kind of like Chris Olave, seems like a Patriot receiver. So I could definitely see why they would draft Michi. I think Michi actually has some talent though. But because if I'm not mistaken, I think Joey Pickens more of an outside receiver, and I think you already have your two outsides in both Brandon Cooks and in Nico. So Michi is somebody you get to play on the inside, play on the slot, and I think that's why they went after Michi. You can clearly see the third receiver set is better than running the two tight ends. Okay. 2-11 as a starter. I mean, it's not high, but no. I mean, like I said, I don't think he's hot. I don't believe he's hot butter garbage. There's a reason why I don't believe he's hot butter garbage. It has nothing to do with his stats. It has nothing to do with his stats. And has nothing to do with the record. There's a reason why I don't believe that he's hot butter garbage. There's a strict reason why I don't believe that he's hot butter garbage. Nico is Nico, time to shine Friday. I don't know how much he's gonna shine, but Nico definitely needs to play big this year. We definitely depend on him to play big this year if you want something. Should we pay attention to what Mills said about the Texans going to shock the world? What was he supposed to say? Oh, we're gonna be the first pick in the draft. Like, I think, like sometimes people put microphones in front of these in front of these player faces, ask them questions, and then people want to make their answer a headline. Like, oh, they said that they were gonna do this. Like, if you ask them, hey, who you think gonna win? I mean, I guess technically, I guess they could be like, well, we're gonna give it a shot tomorrow, blah, blah, blah. But but they say, well, we're gonna win. Oh, they call such and such is called a win. Like, I don't think that. I don't think that. I don't. I don't think that. I don't think that's what's the word I'm looking for. That's not right for you to put a microphone in front of somebody's face and ask somebody a question and then throw the answer out as a headline. Like when you ask somebody a direct question, they give you a direct answer. But that's how how the news cycle works. Okay, how lukewarm butter garbage? No, no, Trill. I don't think that Davis Mills is garbage at all. There's a reason why I don't believe. There's a reason why I don't think that he's garbage. There's a reason why I don't think that he's garbage. I don't think that David Mills is garbage at all. There's a reason why I don't think. There's a reason why I think that, but I don't think that he's garbage at all. It's going to be a great. It's going to be great. A great backup. Tell me if I'm reaching, but I really believe Chris Moore is up here. It's up there with Hopkins with 1,000. Oh, 100% clear, certified hands. Hey, uh, yeah, I don't know why you think that Chris Moore has hands like Hopkins. I don't know why you believe that, bruh. I don't know, but hey, I see a whole bunch of people here, but the lights ain't going. Now make sure y'all hitting that like button. Make sure y'all hitting that like button. Make sure y'all comment. Make sure y'all hitting that super chat if you don't mind. But make sure you're hitting that like button. Make sure you're hitting that like button. Like I said, make sure you comment. Make sure you share. Also as well, make sure you share this video. All social media platforms. Also impress me at right tackle. Chris Moore is catching everything that comes his way. Um, ain't no pressure, no pressure, no pressure. But nah, uh, I don't know. Like I just don't. I can't sit up here and say that he has the same hands as Hop. I remember like Hop pre-draft. Hop pre-draft was like catching like golf balls. I think it was like was that thing they used to do on ESPN like. Get to know draft prospect or something like that, or sports science. That's what it was, and like he was doing so many catches one handed. This is before he even got drafted. This is when he was still technically at Clemson, in between the draft. And he caught like so many catches one handed. I think he broke the record, if I'm not mistaken. Like so, as many like one handed catches in a video. Matter of fact. I'm just I'm disliking the video. Why are you disliking the video, bro? Like, if you want me to tell you, why don't you just ask? Because that's what it is. Just ask the question. Just ask the question. Hey man, appreciate the super chat love, man. Appreciate that platinum. Appreciate the super chat love. Balling on a budget. Already, man. Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate the super chat love. Definitely appreciate that. That single dislike is me. You skipped the comment. I skipped what comment? I skipped one comment. You skipped the comment. I said, matter of fact, I'm disliking the video. Why are you disliking the video, bro? Why are you disliking the video? Like I say, if you want to know the answer to the question, just ask the question. You keep throwing us there, but you ain't ask the question. You ask the question, I answer the question. Niggas running on the NFL Network thinks Mills is the he believes that Mills is the next Matt Ryan. Wow. Wow. He believes that Davis Mills is the next Matt Ryan. That's that okay. Uh One, I mean, I guess because Matt Ryan did win a MVP and then led the team to the Super Bowl. So I mean, if you and yeah, one MVP led the team to the Super Bowl. So I believe if Davis Mills had that exact same type of career in Houston, everybody would be excited. And he'd be like the best quarterback in franchise history if he was able to get us a Super Bowl and won a league MVP. So yeah, that would be that. It was good, Orlando and LA. Jonathan Isaac will be an All Star this season. Don't know about that one. I don't know where Jonathan Isaac gonna get his minutes from. I don't know. I don't know where J.I. getting his minutes from. I would like for him to be one. I would like for him to be one, but I don't see where J.I. getting his minutes from. I don't. I don't know where J.I. gonna be getting his minutes from. I really don't. Okay, I'll repeat it. Repeat what? Who do you think will give the Rams some trouble this season? Who will give the Rams trouble this season? Talking NFC or the whole NFL altogether. Make sure you hit that like button. I see way more people here, but the likes ain't going up. Make sure you hit that like button, man. Don't do me like that. Make sure you hit that like button. Trying to think who will give them competition. Who would give them competition? I'm trying to think. Who would give the Rams competition? Hmm. Who would give the Rams competition? Hmm. I'm trying to think NFC first. Cause I'm trying to think NFC first. I really don't know nobody in the NFC to really be. Cause it's not gonna be nobody. I mean, I guess maybe Tampa. Cause it's not gonna be the Cowboys, the Falcons, or the Giants. Oh. It's not gonna be Minnesota. It's not gonna be Chicago. Not gonna be Detroit. Dallas gonna be Green Bay. So yeah, uh, I don't know. I do not know. I do not know. Just remember you said that. All right, I got you. Is Stingley playing Friday? I think he is. I believe he is. What comment did I skip? I I read what you said. David Mills and Matt Ryan does have the same solidity, though I can see that, but has no been more consistent. But the work on his nah, I just don't. You talk about his mechanics. I don't think that him and I don't think Davis Mills and Matt Ryan have same similarities. I think Matt Ryan has way better arm than Davis Mills. I don't think they have similarities at all. And actually, Matt Ryan can move because Matt Ryan did Matt Ryan? I think Matt Ryan had got a basketball scholarship, if I'm not mistaken. Matt Ryan can run some. He's not a scrambling quarterback, but Matt Ryan can move. He definitely could. Maybe you got me. No, why I got you censored? I don't know why the Saints had the first round pick tackle playing all game, but he was having a hard time against our backup D lineman. Well, maybe that's why they put him in so they can get some more work out of him. Maybe he was just not showing up in practice. They're trying to get as much work as they actually can. I'm not liking anything to you. Finally tell me the truth about Mills. Finally, you finally ask. you even you, you have okay. This is my okay. This is what I feel about Mills. I'd say I'm going to give him to the bye week. I don't really have a true opinion on him. I'm giving him. I'm giving. I'm gonna have an opinion on him by the bye week. But the reason why I don't believe that Davis Mills is hot butter garbage or garbage at all is because even the Davis Mills goes out there and plays extremely poorly and plays extremely poorly and shows and proves to be trash. I believe Davis Mills' ceiling going into the draft last year and coming to Tranquil last year was a third string to a backup quarterback. That's what I believe his ceiling was. I believe his ceiling was a backup quarterback and wasn't going to get a chance to even play unless somebody get hurt. And then I still think he's probably the type of backup quarterback that really only pretty much plays in the game that the quarterback he's backing up gets hurt in. And then when the team come back and um like when the team like go has to go on the run because they back because their quarterback is start, they'll probably go after a veteran somewhere and maybe start Davis Mills, but maybe use the veteran like Case Keenum or whatever to play. I don't think that Davis Mills' ceiling was a franchise or even a competent starting quarterback. So therefore, hey, if he don't really think he's the guy anyway. So I'm not gonna be disappointed in a guy who I don't believe is the guy anyway. Like it's like being mad at like get mad at the cafeteria because you didn't like the way the food tastes. Like you kind of knew what the taste was coming going into you went before you walked to the school cafeteria. You kind of knew what that food was gonna taste like. So yeah, don't probably really if you're gonna eat it, there's no reason to complain because you kind of already figured what it was gonna be. So it's not disappointing you; it's just showing you what it really was, and you kind of already knew that, especially with something that you knew. So I'm not gonna say it was a disappointment. If he comes out and plays terrible, that's the definition of hot butter garbage. First of all, no, it's not. No, it's not. It's not the definition of hot butter garbage. Stop it. Stop it. I'm not going to vilify somebody for something I believe that he. I'm not going to vilify somebody for something that I have no expectations. If I had no expectations previously, I'm not going to say he's trash. I just think that he's a backup quarterback. Like for instance, me. For instance, I can't play quarterback in the NFL. But like so, I'm not gonna go out there and like, if I go out there I'm not gonna say, "Oh man, I played horrible today." I know I can't play quarterback. I know I can't. I know I can't throw from me to you. I know I'm not an NFL quarterback. I know I can't play quarterback. So I'm not going like. So I already know I can't play quarterback. So I'm not gonna be like, "Man, I went out there and I just played trash," because that's how I play. That's exactly how I play. I know that's how I am. So there's no like I already know this. I can't swim. I'm let y'all know I can't swim. So if I go inside the pool, knowing I can't swim, I'm like, man, I sure couldn't swim today. Because I can't swim. I know I don't know how to swim. So I'm like, I already know this. I already know I don't know how to swim. So because of that, I'm not gonna sit up here and be like, I can't swim. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. So because I don't think like my earlier evaluation of him was to a backup quarterback. If he go out there and looks like a backup quarterback, how can I say, oh, he's playing trash? That's what I thought he was going to do anyway. Well, I thought that he was going to be a backup quarterback. So he's out there playing like a backup quarterback. So since he's out there playing like a backup quarterback, since I believe he's playing like a backup quarterback, how can I say that he's trash when he's playing like I thought he was? Like I thought he was that. That's what I thought he was. So that's why if that's what I thought he was. How can I say he's trash now? He's exactly what I thought he was. So come on, Super Giant talking about. If he comes out and plays terrible, I just read. Davis Mills is going to. He's good. I'll watch him. Show potential. Okay, okay. To use that one, if you don't expect it to smell good, that's actually a perception. Uh, cause some people think that chitlins smell delicious. I don't. I think chitlins smell disgusting. Think it stink. Can't stand the smell. Can't stand chitlins. I don't like chitlins. My mama love chitlins. My mama and my uncle, they love chitlins. When my grandma would cook chitlins, they run in the house. They couldn't wait to get to the chitlins. This smells delicious to them. We were both smelling the exact same thing, the exact same way, and to me, to me, it stinks. To me, it stinks. To them, it smells delicious. It looks delicious. To me, it smells nasty, looks nasty, and tastes nasty. To them, it looks delicious, smells delicious, and tastes delicious. So they feel like we're looking at the exact same thing. They see it one way, I see it another. Because, like, they know that chitlins don't smell like pineapples. They know that chitlins don't smell like a steak. They know chitlins don't smell like this other food. They know it does. They know if you tell what smells better. They know other food. They know that the chitlins don't smell like a peach cobbler. They know they don't have that same type of delicious smell to it. They know this, but it's okay because they expect chitlins to smell like this, so they cool with it. It's okay that Davis Mills plays like a backup if he does play like a backup. I'm not going to consider him garbage because he's a backup. I thought he was a backup. Never thought any higher of him. Thought he was going to be a backup. And Jazzy just spits out of his own house. how you go? How you? How you gonna? How you? How is you gonna tell me to yank off the band off of my? You know what? Why? Why of all the people in the world am I arguing with Tree? I just noticed this. I just noticed this. I just understood this. I just realized who I was talking to. I might well be arguing with Rio. I forgot. I forgot. I might as well be arguing with Rio. I might as well be arguing with Rio. I might as well. Spitz. I think we should draft that Bryce Young. I think we should draft Bryce Young and let him and Mills duke it out. I mean, I believe if you put Bryce Young or C.J. Stroud in an actual, real, legitimate quarterback competition against Davis Mills, they're gonna win that hands down. I believe. I mean, a pre-consumption either or. If you put Davis Mills in an open competition with a lot of these quarterbacks, I, I don't really see too many. Like realistically, I really don't see too many that Davis Mills actually wins. I don't see too many that he actually wins. I don't see too many he actually wins. So I think if you put Bryce Young in with they're going they're going because they one of these guys are more talented, more physically talented, more physically gifted than them. So those things are going to show up. And the only thing I mean Davis Mills is going to have a NFL head start. He's been in the NFL by that time two full complete seasons. So he will have that leg up on him, like of how to handle certain things. But I definitely don't think that's it's not gonna help anything. I think I think popcorn would. I think popcorn would be a better analogy. I see Levy. I see why Levy said we going to run 8-9, 8-9, D-line D because Derek Rivers is nice. Bryson is more mobile. CJ, CJ is more drop back and smooth. I hear the Texans. Oh, I could hear Texans here. Yeah, I think the Texans would prefer C.J. Stroud. I actually do. I can see that. Like so, you seen with what was it Pep? I think Pep at the Ohio State Pro Day, Pep was coaching C.J. Stroud. He was coaching C.J. Stroud. Him and Lovey both were talking to him. But on the flip side, when they went to Alabama's Pro Day, uh, they the reports that they walked away saying they were very impressed with Bryce Young. Now that could be just some like a smoke screen tea lead. So because you didn't hear anything about C.J. Stroud in Ohio State, you didn't hear nothing about that. But you seen it like you seen what you seen, but you ain't hear like no reports of they really feel a way about C.J. Stroud. So that could just be maybe a possible way that if the Texans are in position to draft one of the quarterbacks, that okay, hey, it's out that the Texans are very interested, they're very high, they're very impressed or whatever with Bryce Young, but they end up really drafting CJ. Like I could see that. I could definitely see that. If I could dislike twice, I would. Go ahead, dislike 5 times. Go dislike 5 times. Go ahead, go ahead. This team is going to be the absolute plan replica. This team is going to be the absolute replica of the 2006 Bears. A mediocre quarterback and get nah. That defense ain't nowhere near that alive. That that defense ain't nowhere near that alive. What's good? What's good? What's good? Wink? What's good, bro? Is the Texans going 2-14 this season? We got to draft a quarterback. See this draft Bryce Young. Yeah, I think if the Texans are in a position to draft a quarterback, like Davis, like to be honest, to be fair, I believe it's uh it's going to be an uphill battle for Davis Mills because the main thing Davis Mills has to try to do is make sure the Texans are not in a position to draft a quarterback. But the thing about that is because they do have the Cleveland Brown pick, even if the Texans like play their way out of like say the Texans go 8-9 or something like that and end up drafting like 11th or 12th. Like that takes them out of normally that would take them out of the running to draft a quarterback, but because they got Cleveland pick, like one because they got Cleveland pick, they have extra ammo to jump up, and or if Cleveland pick is a top 5 pick itself. If Cleveland pick is in the top 10, the top 5 pick or whatever, like if the Texans are 11th, 12th, 13th, like you could be 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th and not and like basically play your way out from a record standpoint of drafting the quarterback, but in need of a quarterback, but you can't draft one because of your record. You wasn't good, but you wasn't bad. Like you were mediocre and you're drafting in a mediocre spot. But the flip side is they have 2 additional picks this year and 2 additional picks next year. So the Texans have the ammo to even if they're in that position to still draft a quarterback because they have the ammo to jump up. Now, and also the other flip side of that is because you don't know where Cleveland pick is going to fall. If the Cleveland Browns pick happens to fall in the top 5, top 10, they might not even need to jump up because they're already in that position because of Cleveland's pick, and that's something that Davis Mills has no control over. The Texans go 17-0, and not have no control over that. That's one thing that he has to do. He has to he has control. He can control as far as at least getting outside the top 10. Hoping in his mindset, he will be hoping that that Cleveland has a worse pick than the Texans. So both picks are outside the top 10. But even though both picks be outside the top 10, they do have the ammo to jump up. Not to mention they have additional first round picks for the next 2 years. Now, in saying that, another thing he would have to do is that he would have to prove that he's the guy. So not have empty numbers like, oh, I put up, we were down 21-0 in the fourth quarter, and I threw 4 touchdowns. I threw 300 yards and 3 touchdowns, and we lost 42-21. Like nothing like that. Like the Rams game last year. Like he can't have a game like that where he gets a whole bunch of yards, a whole bunch of points in the third and fourth quarter in garbage time once you already down 21-0, 24-0, 35-0, whatever the case may be. You have to do absolute good. You have to get good stats. Not good stats, but actual winning stats, and actually put yourself in a position that you're not the reason why you do lose football games. The games that you do lose, that you're not the reason. No, yeah, you're not the reason. The defense is the reason. Other people are the reason, not you. Legitimately, not somebody just pointing out, making excuses for you. It has to be actual legitimate. Those are things. Like, so the record wise, get you play your way out of the position, and like I say, not be the reason why you lose, and then also just play well. Just look the part. Actually look like a franchise quarterback. I'm not talking about from a appearance standpoint. Actually, when you're out on the field, it's okay. This is a guy who we can win with. This is a guy, things like that. So I think it's going to be an uphill battle, because I think that probably maybe one of those things, maybe 2 of those things can happen. I doubt that all 3 of those things will happen. And I think the Texans will end up making a decision like, you know what, we could upgrade the quarterback position. Prime example, I know it's a different regime, but they were in the situation back in 2016. You just paid the quarterback $70-some million. You won the division. You made the playoffs. You were a couple plays away from actually beating the Patriots. Actually, even though you lost to the Patriots, even though you lost to the Patriots, you gave the Patriots a way better fight than who played them in the AFC Championship game. Was it the Ravens? Who played them in the AFC Championship game? And basically, was it Pittsburgh? It might have been Pittsburgh. I think it might have been Pittsburgh who played in the AFC. Forgot who played in the AFC Championship game, but they had a tougher time playing against the Texans and Brock Osweiler and Will Fuller dropping touchdown passes and things like that. The number one defense that the Texans had. They had a tougher time blocking Whitney Merciless and Clowney and things like that. They had a tough time against that team than they did in the AFC Championship game. So the Texans had a way, and the Texans could easily ran it back. You just pay the quarterback at that. The Texans ran it back, but no, they said we can upgrade the quarterback position. We might, like, the Texans were picking 25th. The Texans jumped up from 25th all the way to 12th. Because they felt we can upgrade the quarterback position. So don't get it twisted that just because if the Texans have a way to upgrade, I know it's a different regime. That's the only thing that's different. You talking about Rick Smith versus Nick Caserio, but Nick Caserio actually more so than Rick Smith in years prior showed you just in this draft alone that when he wants to be aggressive, he will be aggressive. He jumped up 3 times? I think he jumped up. I know he jumped up for Michi. He jumped up back to back. He jumped up for Michi and he jumped up for Christian Harris. And he didn't jump up for Damien Pierce. He drafted Damien Pierce. He drafted Damien Pierce with the second pick in the 4th round. But I think he jumped up for somebody else. I can't remember, but I believe he jumped up for somebody else as well. So he's showing you himself that if he needs to be aggressive, he will be aggressive. If he needs and wants to be aggressive, he will be aggressive. So he's showing you that already. He's already put that out there. And if I need to be aggressive, if I need to do this in the draft, I definitely would do this. I will do this No problem. No skin off my teeth. No skin off my teeth. No skin off my back. Like I will. If I need to jump up, I will jump up right now and make a play and get somebody in here for this. So because of that, and because of what the history with the Texans showed before, that they will go out there and they will jump from 25 to 12 to go out there to upgrade the quarterback position, because this is one position that you cannot play with. You cannot play with this position. Now, next year's draft is a very loaded draft. We talk about this several times. Next year, if you want to have multiple picks in the draft, next year is the draft to do it. There's players on all type of positions, all across the board. So I could definitely see them not jumping, because hey, we can make this defense very scary. We can make this offense very legit, and we'll wait. But the thing is, do you want to wait for that position? I don't know if you want to wait for that position. Whoa. You know the rule is, man, super chat, appreciate super chat, love, Professor Trill. I really don't want to read this because of who it is. It actually is Professor Trill, and me and him are going back and forth all day. Don't want to read it, but that's the rule. That's the rule. I said, hey, super chat love automatically gets it. Super chat love automatically gets it. Gotta show you young punks how to send a super chat. Keep it Trill 100 Soft Sports, the original roundtable. Honcho, Wally Wink, Ray Toxicity. What the gap? Wise, humble Hector. Did you say stuttering Spitz and sober Switcher? Man, appreciate super chat love, Trill. Man, appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that. Yeah, told me gotta show you young post out super chat. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate the super chat love. Even though we've been going back, but I appreciate you being what your name says, Trill. I appreciate you being real, being Trill with the super chat love. Appreciate that, bro. Definitely appreciate that. But yeah, but like I was saying, this thing could get really, really scary. Like really, really scary. Like this thing get really, really scary if they decide to go out there and draft a Kelly Ringo, or I mean a Kelly Ringo side by side with Darius Stingley. That's gonna be nasty. Or you go out there and you get the dude from Bama, Willie Anderson. Go out there and get Willie Anderson. You get Kelly Ringo and get Willie Anderson. Like things like that. Like this team could be. You could bolster up this defense very, very scary. Go out there and get what's that receiver from LSU? Dang. Man, hey, Wink. I know you in here, Wink. Cause I know that's your boy. What's the is it Butte? I think it's Butte, from LSU. I mean, like you could actually get very, very. You could get very, very scary with the type of picks that you have in this upcoming draft, and so you don't have to go the quarterback route. Like I said, like this is the position, and if they feel like they need to upgrade the position, like how they need to do it in 2017, they can do that. But then on the flip side, because I feel like this team still has a lot. This team has a lot of holes on it still to this day. This team still don't let the one preseason game fool you. They still have a lot of holes on this team to this date, and I feel like they're still gonna have holes in this team when the season ends. They can bolster up and fill some of them holes, and they still got 2 first-round picks next year in the following draft. Like they still have draft capital. I don't believe that they end up drafting. Like I said, they got 3 first-round picks for Deshaun. They got 3 first-round picks they own. So that's 6 picks in 3 years. I don't believe they'll draft 6 players in the first round. I think either they'll package and trade up in the situation, or they might take a pick and trade for an actual player. I think things like that will occur, and it just gives you all the type of flexibility to do that. So you just never know exactly what they'll do and how they'll do it. But in saying that, even in saying that, like you got a chance to make this team very, very scary over the next couple of drafts without drafting a quarterback. If you hold on to Davis Mills and you don't draft a quarterback, you have a lot of things, a lot of picks to make this team very, very scary. But also, if you feel like you need to draft one, uh, if you feel like you do need to draft one, you have the draft capital and you have the means to do that as well. Feels good that people actually show up for the game at NRG has it lit. Yeah, yeah, it was a nice little turnout. It really was. It really was a nice little turnout. If the Browns pick somehow falls to number one. If the Browns pick number one, I think it definitely depends on how Mills look because like number one changes a lot because the Browns pick number one and you if you get the number one pick because the Browns I mean it has nothing to do with the Texans and Davis Mills looks competent or mediocre then you probably if Davis Mills looks competent then you're probably either one or two things you either trading back and collecting a whole bunch of massive picks because of the quarterback situation. You can capitalize on that market, or you just take Willie Anderson number one. Uh, it depends. It depends. Say the Browns pick five. Say the Browns pick one. The Texans pick five. Then you're probably drafting. You're probably drafting the quarterback number one, and then with the fifth pick, uh, taking best player available, or maybe possibly trade back. It's a lot of different scenarios. It's a lot of different. It's a lot of different scenarios when you have because you have multiple first round picks. Like it's a lot of different scenarios. Just a lot of different things, but. Man, I appreciate everybody that came through. Appreciate everybody that came through with the super chat love, especially you, Trill. Appreciate that, Trill, for being Trill. But appreciate everybody came through super chat love. Appreciate everybody who commented, everybody who liked, everybody shared. But even though I see a lot more people and the likes still ain't went up yet, hey, before y'all leave, hit that like button. I know Trill up here hitting the dislike button. He being very, very disrespectful, but it's cool because he's in super chat love, so I appreciate that. But hey, make sure before y'all leave, hit that like button. I need that like button hit. Before y'all dip out, make sure you hit the like button. Hit the like button. Just one time for the one time. Before you leave, just hit the like button and just go on about your business. Just hit the like button before you leave, before it go. Oh, just hit the like button. Just one time. Just hit that like button one more time. Just hit it. Just right there. Just get a thumbs up. Just like right there. Like it ain't going up none. I'm doing this and it still ain't going up. But anyway, hey. Make sure you hit that like button. Hey, make sure y'all come through. Thank you for everybody that came out there, comment, everybody that liked, everybody that shares. Man, shout out all my boys out there, Soft Sports, my boy Honcho, my boy Wise, my boy Wink, my boy Ray, my boy Hector, my boy Swisher, Trill, Toxic, Wink. I mean, appreciate all y'all boys come out there, man. Appreciate y'all. Shout out to Soft Sports. Shout out to Fox 26. Shout out Houston. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Fox 26 for the platform. They come through live ready every single Tuesday. You already know how it is. And hey. Let me know, because I'm leaning towards it, because it's going to be like a late start. You know, I normally do the streams on Fridays, but we got a late start because the game is at 9 o'clock Friday. So, do y'all want me to do the regular live stream on Friday? Or do you want me to do the live stream watch for the game on Friday? So, y'all let me know how y'all want to do it. Yeah, let me know. Y'all let me know. Comment. I got some videos dropping this week. Comment on those videos. Comment right now if you want to. Comment, let me know what y'all think. Hey, hit me up on Instagram. Hit me up on Twitter. Tag me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Tag me. Let me know. You know, y'all already know what the Instagram is. It's Spitz 389_. I see live during the game. I see one live during the game. Another live during the game. I see one live during the game. Hey, hit me up on Instagram. Spitz at Spitz 389. That's SPITZ 389_. At Instagram and Twitter. SPITZ 389_. Spitz 389_. at Instagram, at Twitter. Make sure you hit that up. Follow me on the social media platforms. If you haven't followed me already, make sure you follow me. If you comment, comment, like on the pictures, you know how everything goes on the post, whatever. Also, hit me up. I answer back. You hit me up. I answer back. Let me know if y'all want me to live stream during the game or do the regular live stream at 7 o'clock how I normally do. Y'all let me know how y'all want me to do it Friday. Man, appreciate all the love, man. Appreciate all that, man. I appreciate y'all come through like y'all come through every single week, twice a week. Appreciate all that. Appreciate how y'all come through. Y'all watch the videos whether I drop throughout the week. Appreciate the love. Hey, is the game 9 o'clock Pacific? Yeah, and no, it's 9 o'clock Central Time. It's gonna be 9 o'clock Central Time. Spitz. I do check my DMs. What you mean? I check all my DMs. You must see if you DM me, you probably ain't DM me. You probably DM somebody else and thought you DM me. You lying. I do check my DMs. I do check them. I do. But like I said, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure y'all comment, y'all like, y'all share, y'all subscribe. I said y'all let me know what I should do. Y'all let me know already.